Hey, Mia here. If you're still waiting for your boss to magically notice your brilliance, spoiler alert, they won't. But ChatGPT will. Today, I'm going to show you the exact prompt someone used to take their salary from $50,000 to $150,000 in 6 months. And I'm not talking about quitting your job and becoming a crypto trader. I'm talking about using AI to finally get paid what you're worth. Helpful hint before we dive in. You do not need to copy these prompts into a notebook like it's 2003. When I show a prompt on the screen, just take a picture with your phone. Then open the ChatGPT app and upload it. Boom. It'll read the image and give you exactly what you need. Work smarter, not paper cut your finger while writing harder. All right, let's get into it. First up, figuring out what you're actually worth. You know how your job title says one thing, but what you actually do could fill a novel? Like, you're technically marketing assistant, but in reality, you're building funnels, managing ad spend, writing strategies, analyzing return on investment, and also somehow in charge of ordering lunch for the interns? So, yeah, you're being underpaid. Big time. This prompt is your first power move. You're going to feed ChatGPT everything you do that's not in your job description and ask it to calculate your real market value. With proof. That part's key. Because when it spits out the numbers in job comps, you're not just asking for a raise, you're presenting a financial case. You're going to be amazed at what shows up. ChatGPT will say, hey, someone doing that mix of strategy, project management, execution, and reporting in your industry is actually worth $112,000 a year. And here's 3 current job listings and a salary report to back it up. Now you've got ammo. Not just for your own clarity, but to walk into your boss's office with something more than just vibes and gratitude. And yes, this is the part where your boss starts sweating because suddenly you've got receipts. So go ahead, pause, screenshot that prompt, toss it into ChatGPT, and find out what they should be paying you. If the number makes you mad, good. That's motivation. Let's move to prompt number 2 next. All right, let's talk about how you describe your work. If your annual review says things like supported multiple initiatives or helped the team stay organized, please know that is HR code for we have no clue what you do. This next prompt, it fixes that. You tell ChatGPT what you actually did this year. Projects, wins, big moves, and it transforms all that fluff into hard-hitting bullet points with dollar amounts, percentages, and impact. This is what turns a nice-to-have employee into a we-can't-lose-you asset. ChatGPT will spit out lines like, reduced onboarding time by 30%, saving 100+ hours annually. Managed a $250,000 campaign delivering 3x ROI. Now that is how you show your value. Also, when your boss sees metrics instead of generalities, they're not just impressed. They start calculating what it'd cost to replace you. So, yeah, screenshot that one, feed it into ChatGPT, then copy-paste that gold into your next self-eval, email update, or even your LinkedIn. Asking for more money? Welcome to corporate karaoke. You rehearse, they object, you freeze, and the cycle continues. This prompt gives you the entire conversation script, including every likely pushback and exactly how to respond without sounding desperate or defensive. Whether it's, we don't have a budget, or you're not ready for that jump. ChatGPT is ready with market comparisons, impact framing, and lines that say business case, without actually saying business case. Basically, you'll walk in calm, confident, and prepared. They won't know it hit them. There's always that one coworker who gets all the shine. Big presentations, shoutouts in meetings, office cupcakes with their name on it. But you? You're doing the real work behind the curtain. This prompt helps you reframe your contributions to stand out without looking salty. ChatGPT gives you subtle professional positioning like, while coworker has led visibility efforts, I've driven outcomes behind X initiative, enabling a 25% efficiency boost. Translation, I'm the one making the magic happen. Here's the proof. This isn't about politics, it's about presentation. And if you're not selling your story, someone else is writing it for you. Use the prompt. Flip the narrative. Just keep doing what you're doing is not a promotion plan. It's a stall tactic. You want the next level? You need a map. This prompt lays out the exact skills you're missing and gives you a 90-day plan to become the obvious choice. ChatGPT breaks it down like skill gap, data analytics, and stakeholder visibility. Plan: lead one cross-departmental project, deliver impact review in 90 days. Now when you talk to your boss, you don't say, "I want a promotion." You say, "Here's my 3-step plan to qualify and over-deliver." Guess who's impossible to ignore now? Let's fix the awkward silence when someone says, "Any thoughts?" And you blink like you just woke up from a nap. This prompt gives you 5 strategic phrases tailored to your role and topic, so you always sound prepared, insightful, and just the right amount of bold. ChatGPT might give you, "Have we looked at this through a cost-to-impact ratio yet? I think there's an opportunity to streamline this by X% using our current process." Look at that! You're insightful without being a spotlight hog. You're leading without lecturing. It's not fake confidence, it's prepped power lines. "Hi team, just checking in." Is fine if you're emailing your dentist. This prompt rewrites your emails so they sound like they came from someone running the department, even if you're still unofficially running it from the sidelines. What comes back is magic. Clear updates, strategic framing, subtle phrases like recommendation, reallocating, and next steps. Suddenly, you're not just giving status updates, you're commanding the room from the inbox. And yes, leaders notice. Trust me, they notice. If your review is next week and your plan is to just be honest, stop. This prompt helps you turn your yearly chaos into a cohesive success story, complete with market comparisons and a $1-backed raise request. What ChatGPT gives you is gold. Over the last 12 months, I've increased team output by X%, saved $Y, and led Z with measurable outcomes. Plus, it drops in comp data from Glassdoor, Levels.fyi, or PayScale to prove your number isn't just aspirational, it's expected. Now your review isn't a therapy session, it's a pitch deck with stats. Recruiters aren't psychic. If you want 6-figure offers, your LinkedIn needs to sound like someone who makes that kind of money. This prompt upgrades your headline, summary, and keywords to attract high-paying roles without sounding desperate. Now your headline goes from experienced analyst to customer growth strategist, 30% revenue impact, open to high-impact roles. The summary mentions tools, results, and leadership traits, not how much you love working with people. Take the prompt, refresh your LinkedIn, then sit back while the recruiters slide into your DMs like, "Hey, we saw your profile." This one's for when the offers start rolling in. You've got a job paying $90,000. Someone else just offered you $135,000. Now what? This prompt writes the exact negotiation email or script that gets your current employer to beat the offer, or at least give you real leverage. ChatGPT will give you a calm, confident script, language that says loyal without sounding weak, and follow-ups that keep pressure without burning bridges. Suddenly, you're not begging, you're negotiating from a position of power, because the only thing better than one offer is 2. So there you go. Prompts you can use immediately. Zero excuses. You've got the screenshots, you've got the power moves, and now you've got ChatGPT doing the heavy lifting. Drop a boom in the comments if you're either using or plan to use even one of these. And yeah, hit subscribe, because the world doesn't wait for people who kinda meant to. It waits for people who show up with prompts and a plan. Catch you next time!